Hi sir, my name is Wardah Hanani from class DBA 1114A, and today I would like to present about my presentation about air transportation. Air transportation is a mode of transport that uses aircraft such as airplane to move people and goods from one place to another place through the air. It is one of the faster way of travel, especially for long distance and also international journey. So let's move on to characteristic of air transportation. The first characteristic of air transportation is high-speed transportation. It is one of the main characteristics of air transport who has the ability to move passenger and goods quickly over a long distance. Next characteristic is accessibility to distant location. Air transport is highly effective in connecting destinations that are geographically separated or difficult to reach through other mode of transportation. The next characteristic of air transportation is they have a high level of safety and reliability. The aviation industry operates under strict safety and also a regulation and international standard. As a result, air transportation is considered one of the safest mode of transportation. And the last characteristic of air transportation is they have a short delivery time. Another characteristic of air transportation is has the ability to provide a faster delivery service. They also can reduce transit time that allow businesses to respond more efficiently to the market demand and also to maintain the efficient supply chain operation. Next, I would like to talk about the advantages and disadvantages about the air transportation. First, it is fast and efficient transportation. Air transportation allows passengers to reach destination across the continent within a few hours, which will otherwise take days for even a week using other mode of transport. The next advantages is strong global connectivity. Air transportation play a crucial role in connecting different parts of the world through an extensive network of flight routes because it is allow the countries to maintain a strong economy. The next advantages of the air transportation is they have a high level of safety. Safety is one of the key strengths of air transportation. The aviation industry is strictly regulated by international authorities to ensuring that airline follows strict safety procedure and that operational aircraft continues pilot training and also advanced monitoring system to help reduce risk and improve passenger safety. And the last advantages of air transportation is it is more convenience for passenger. Next, the disadvantages of air transportation is they have a high cost of service. Air travel expenses, especially for a long distance or the international flight, can be quite expensive for a passenger. This is mainly due to high operational costs such as aircraft maintenance, fuel consumption, and also airport charge and the security requirement. The next disadvantages is the environmental concern. Air transportation also has a notable impact on the environment, such as aircraft engine can produce a carbon emission and other greenhouse gases that contribute to environmental pollution and climate change. Next, the disadvantages of the air transportation is the dependence on weather condition. And the last disadvantages of air transportation is they have a limited cargo capacity. Despite being a fast mode of transport, air transportation also has a limitation in terms of cargo capacity. Next is infrastructure and network. For hub and route system, Malaysia Airlines operate a hub and spoke system with Kuala Lumpur International Airport, which is KLIA, for serving as it is primary hub for domestic and international flight connection. For the major hub, Kuala Lumpur International Airport (KLIA) is Malaysian main aviation hub and one of the busiest airport in Southeast Asia because it serves as the primary operating base for Malaysian Airlines. For the major route, Malaysia Airlines operate an extensive network covering domestic and international destinations across Asia, Europe, Australia, and the Middle East. For Malaysian aviation infrastructure, Malaysia has 6 international airports, 16 domestic airports, and 18 short takeoff and landing (STO) airports that support passenger and also a cargo transportation throughout the country. Next, for policy, we have two types of policy, which is for the international regulation policy and the national policy, which is in Malaysia. Next is issue and challenge of air transportation. For the first article, the aviation industry is currently facing a significant shortage of pilots due to mass retirement, increasing air travel demand, and limited training capacity. This has created the operational pressure for airlines, especially at major hubs. The impact of this issue is frequent flight delay and cancellation for difficulty maintenance flight and schedule. Airline must invest in faster pilot training program, improve requirement strategy, and manage rising labor costs due to high competition for qualified pilots. For the second article, the issue is the jet fuel has increased significantly, making it one of the biggest financial burden for airline. Since fuel is a major operational cost, any price increase directly affects airline profitability. The impact of this issue is higher airfare for passenger and also reduce the profit margin for airline. Airline need to improve fuel efficiency, explore alternative fuel, and also implement cost control strategy while maintaining a competitive ticket prices. For stakeholder, the first one is the Government Agency Ministry of Transport (MOT). They are responsible for national aviation policy and transport development. Next is the Civil Aviation Authority of Malaysia (CAM). It is the regular aviation safety licensing and air traffic standard. And the next one is Malaysia Airport Holding Berhad (MAHB). It is managed and operate major airport in Malaysia. For transport operator are companies that provide a passenger and cargo air service. For example, Malaysia Airlines (MAS). It is the national carrier offering domestic and international flight. Next is Air Asia Group. It is a low-cost airline providing affordable air travel across Asia and beyond. And the next one is the Batik Air Malaysia. It is a hybrid airline offering full service and also a budget option. And the last one is DHL Aviation. It is a cargo operator handling air freight and logistics service. Next one is the passenger and consumer. Passenger and the main user of air transport service traveling for tourism, businesses, education, and also a personal purpose. The next one is the last one is the environmental group. Next, for case study, my title of case study is Study of Asia Financial Recovery and Operational Pivot During the Post-Pandemic Era. For the background of the case study, Asia is the Malaysian low-cost airline that has significantly contributed to the development of air transportation in Southeast Asia. It is established in 1993 and relaunched in 2001 as a low-cost carrier. It is more focused on providing the affordable air travel. However, Asia also faced several challenges due to the post-pandemic era. For the interaction between the components, the first one is aircraft, the main mode of transport that used to carry passenger and also a cargo. The next one is the airport. It is providing infrastructure such as runway, terminal gate, and also a ground service. The next one is the interaction between the stakeholder. The first one is airline operator, which is Asia. It is responsible for managing flight operation, pricing strategy, scheduling, and overall service delivery. The next one is pilot and cabin crew. It is operate the aircraft, ensure safety, and also provide in-flight service. The next one is passenger, which is the customer. It is the user of air transport service. Next is the impact of the efficiency and also the effectiveness of the air transportation. This challenge affects Asia in several ways. In terms of the efficiency, the airline faced the higher operating costs, scheduling disruption, and also the lower aircraft utilization. In terms of the effectiveness, it is result in delay, reduced customer satisfaction, and also the limit expansion the opportunities. For issue and challenge for this case study is, the first one is the pilot shortage and the operational disruption. As you can see in the pie chart, recommendation for this issue, to overcome pilot shortage, Asia can invest in long-term pilot training program. For the next issue and challenge, in the modern aviation relies heavily on the digital systems such as navigation, communication, and also a flight control system. While improving efficiency, it also increased the exposure to risks such as system interference or cybersecurity threat. In conclusion, Asia post-pandemic recovery showed that the airline industry is highly complex and influenced by many interconnected stakeholders. Overall, the success of Asia depends on how well it is balanced efficiency, cost control, and collaboration with all the stakeholders in the air transportation system.